Hey guys, and welcome to another blog spotlight. In this spotlight I'm going to be reviewing the Slaughterhouse and the Meat Packer machines from MineFactory Reloaded. Now I have done a spotlight on these blogs before, but I missed a couple of things and I wanted to do a new spotlight so you guys know everything there is to know about these blogs. Now I've got my little setup here from before. And yeah, so to get started, let's have a look at the Slaughterhouse. Now I've got one set up here and it's currently being powered by this redstone energy cell. Now this can also be powered with EUs from the industrial crowd mod, or with I think it's kilojoules from the universal electricity mod. Now first let's have a look at the crafting recipe for the Slaughterhouse, and basically you craft this using some golden swords in the middle here, some plastic sheets at the top, some golden axes here, and of course a factory machine block. Now the factory machine block itself can be crafted using plastic sheets and some stone, and you need these for every MineFactory Reloaded machine, so make a couple of those. And then when we look at the plastic sheets, these are crafted using raw plastic, which can be obtained by smelting rubber bars or rubber from any other mod. Now that we've covered the crafting recipe for the Slaughterhouse, let's first have a look at what this does. Okay, so I've got a little area here with the Slaughterhouse next to it. Now keep in mind you can't extend the range of the Slaughterhouse. It has a default range. I'm not entirely sure what the size is, but it will certainly work in this 5x5 area. And basically what this does is it will kill mobs, not just friendly mobs, also hostile mobs, and it will turn that into a form of liquid meat. Now I'm going to get me some spawn eggs for, well, let's say for cows. Those are pretty friendly, don't want to be dying here. As you can see, the Slaughterhouse is killing them. Now it will not kill the baby cows, as you will see once it starts working again. So currently it's idling, which it will do after certain periods of time when it does not have anything to slaughter. And as you can see, the baby cow here is left alive. So once that grows up, it will be killed as well. And well, you didn't see it here, but when a cow is killed, you'll have liquid meat running through here, through the liquid duct, which is connected up to the Slaughterhouse. Now, as you can see here, it's running through there, which is basically just liquid meat. And when it does that, it can of course also store it in the internal buffer, or it can put it into some sort of tank which is connected to it. So this works with liquid piping from Buildcraft as well, but I'm using liquid ducts because they are more convenient. Then over here we have another machine. This is called the Meat Packer. Now what the Meat Packer does is, well, it processes your liquid meat. So here I have the liquid meat running through the liquid duct and going straight into our Meat Packer, and this will turn the liquid meat into raw meat ingots. Now I also have a raw meat nugget here, but I'll get to that in a second. So basically our liquid meat, which is basically just called meat, will be turned into raw meat ingots by the Meat Packer. Now let's have a quick look at the Meat Packer. This is made using some bricks on the sides here, of course a flint and steel in the middle, some plastic sheets at the top, and our factory machine block at the bottom here. Alright, so as I was saying before, the liquid meat which is produced by the Slaughterhouse will be turned into our raw meat ingots. Now over here we can see that raw meat ingots can be crafted into a raw meat block. And we can also throw these into a powered furnace to convert them into cooked meat ingots. Now over here I've got also some raw meat nuggets. Now we'll look at how these are made later, but right now I'll just say you can turn 9 of these into a raw meat ingot. And of course keep in mind that you can also do this in reverse, so turn a raw meat ingot into 9 raw meat nuggets, and the same is true for turning a raw meat block into 9 raw meat ingots. Alright, and of course when we take a raw meat nugget here and throw it into our powered furnace, you will also get a cooked meat nugget. Yeah, there we are. So one cooked meat nugget. Alright, so of course this is food. You can also eat the raw products. For more information about how much health these restore, I will include a little overlay here in the video. Now, to get back to our slaughterhouse, this does not only produce the raw meat. Aside from that, it produces something else, which is what is turned into the raw meat nuggets by the meat packer. So I'll throw a couple more cows in here. Alright. These should be killed in just a moment. As you can see, it has the idle time here, and it will start idling a lot longer once it has nothing left to kill. When we go over here, we have some raw meat nuggets again. And yeah, so in my previous spotlight I was saying that this was basically just the product when there wasn't enough raw meat to turn into a raw meat ingot. This is not correct. Now I'm going to show you what exactly happens here. So before we can do that, I'll get me a crescent hammer and some liquid ducts. Alright, and I will probably also want to get a portable tank here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take out that liquid duct there, and I'm going to place a portable tank right here. Alright. So now, when I throw some cows in here, okay, there we go. They are being slaughtered by the slaughterhouse, and you will see this really pink liquid here. Now basically what happened is we have meat stored up in here, and there's also some meat in the tank here. Now you can't see this, but it's there. There's just not that much of it. The reason for this is, in this case, we had the meat being generated, wasn't much, but it ended up in our tank, and then it started making this more pink stuff. As you can see here, this is sort of dark brown pinkish. That's the meat, and then we have this really pink stuff, which can't enter the tank because there is already a tiny bit of meat in there. Right, now I'm going to set up a second tank and connect this up, and now this pink stuff will flow in there, and the rest of the meat will flow into this tank. So as you can see, the pink stuff here doesn't show up because there's not that much of it. Now I'm going to place down some more cows until we get a decent amount of it. Right, just some more cows here. Let's get a decent amount going. Of course, we do have all of these tiny baby cows. I'm going to quickly get me a syringe. Alright, growth syringe over here, and I'm going to quickly grow these cows to their normal size. There we go. Alright, you guys shouldn't be here, but whatever. And yeah, so as you can see, this tank with meat is filling up quite rapidly, and over here, well, not really. But yeah, we'll eventually get some of that pink stuff shown up in there. So I'm going to add some more cows, just keeping them coming. Right, there we go. And as you can see, now we have some of this really pink stuff in here. Now, I'm not sure if this is enough to fill a bucket, but I'm going to give it a quick shot. If not, we'll have to try again. Yeah, not quite there yet. So let's keep this going. So the method I'm using is pretty convenient to actually filter out these two liquids, because they are basically generated both by the slaughterhouse and outputted through the same output. So you'll need to find a way to separate these initially, and this is a fairly simple but working system to do so. Now it looks like we have enough to fill a bucket, and yeah, okay, so my bucket isn't filling because I'm in creative mode, but basically this is what we should get, a pink slime bucket. So basically what the slaughterhouse generates is our liquid meat, which is over here, and some pink slime. Now, as you have noticed, it doesn't make a lot of this, but it does make some. Now you might be wondering, well, I have my pink slime here, what do I need this for? Well, that's very simple. Just take your bucket of pink slime anywhere in the world and place it down, and it will turn into, well, I'm still in peaceful mode. Let's go to easy mode. It will turn into a tiny pink slime. So it will just start hopping around. Not sure if this will work. No, it will not. But I do have another tool for this, which is the slime embiggening syringe. Now, what this does is basically it will grow your slime to a bigger size. So if I click this, we'll get a bigger slime, and this is the maximum size these slimes can be. So that's a pretty big slime. Now, if you click this again, it will generate an explosion noise. It will make some raw meat nuggets, and you'll get 2 medium-sized slimes. So these can be grown again with our slime embiggening syringe. And this one over here. And every time you get some raw meat nuggets and some additional medium-sized slimes. Now let's have a quick look at the recipe for this syringe. You basically need an empty syringe, some lapis lazuli, and 2 slime balls. And the empty syringe is made using some plastic sheets, a rubber bar or rubber from any other mod, and an iron ingot. Alright, so these can be used to grow our slimes to a bigger size. Alright, so you are wondering now, what do I need these slimes for? Well, let's quickly get ourselves a sword. Alright, nice diamond sword. And let's start hacking away at these slimes with our sword. Right, so these split up into smaller slimes. And as you will quickly notice here, they drop pink slime balls when they are killed. Now the pink slime ball is basically what you're looking for here. That's the whole reason why you want to make these slimes. They're not really all that useful for anything, like you get a bit of experience from killing them, but other than that they're fairly useless, except for making pink slime. So the pink slime ball here, and well, I'm going to show you what you need these for. You need these to make laser drill pre-chargers. Now I have another spotlight on laser drills, which I will link to in the description, and basically what these allow you to do is generate ore blocks. Now to power a laser drill you need laser drill pre-chargers, for which you need the pink slime ball. So before you can make pre-chargers you will have to make yourself a slaughterhouse. Alright, so that basically concludes this block tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.